Hello and welcome to another tank review. I'm Corny Swiss, and today we are looking at the IS-4M Soviet tier rank 5 heavy tank. 7.7 battle rating, that's being changed to 8.0 in the next patch, but nothing else is being changed, so I still feel like we can talk about this. As the case with all my reviews, there'll be timestamps in the description if you want to go to a certain part, if you want to see a realistic gameplay or a simulator gameplay with this tank. Those are down in the description. So feel free to check those out and go to what interests you. If you want to hear about this tank in the garage, stick around. We'll do some egghead stuff. So if you're sticking around, let's get to it. The first thing we need to talk about with the IS-4 is the armor. This tank is designed to be a very heavily armored, just attacking tank, and it's pretty evident in how the armor layout's set up. So let's just start with the turret. Turret is 250 at the front, 200 at the side, 200 at the rear. Do not shoot the turret of an IS-4 if you're fighting these things. You will not get through it. The IS-4's turret is ridiculous. It's back sloped. Even the back of it is relatively rounded. Just generally a very tough nut to crack, and I don't think you can crack it realistically. So don't do that. If you absolutely have to shoot the turret of this thing, like this guy's looking at you, he's hull down somehow, aim for this part, or these bolts are in between here. In test drive, I've had success with knocking these tanks out by shooting it here. I don't know why. It's like if you can hit this plate, I think it's the same story as on the IS-3. This plate right here is really, really thin. It's only like 30 or 40 millimeters, if I remember right. So if you can put a shot on this, it'll go clean through the turn and just blow the thing up. But here, I think it's kind of the same story, but I don't know. That is a damn tough target. So I guess if you really have to, but if you have any choice, don't shoot the turret. Actually, I think your best option is to blow out his gun. Just shoot the gun, because the turret is a fortress. The hull armor is pretty damn good as well. You have 160 at the front, 160 at the sides, 100 at the rear. Okay, so what's that mean? That's only 160, right? No, it is sloped like most Russian tanks, and it is virtually impenetrable up until about 300 meters from this thing. If you have a Jagdtiger and you're about 300 meters away from the IS-4, you can get through this plate. Otherwise, don't even I guess try your luck. Normally I'd say shoot the lower plate, but look how tiny that lower plate is. It's just small. It's also sloped in its own right. Don't shoot the shoulders. I think these are still, obviously they're still 160 millimeters thick, and they're sloped that way and back. So these shoulders are just as powerful as this front plate. Even if he's angled at you like this shoulder is still just as strong as the front plate. So don't shoot the front hull of the tank unless you're point blank to him, and even then, I can't guarantee anything. Side armor being 160 means that this tank is a great side scraper. That's when you have, say you have a rock and it's right here. You basically back up the tank to a point where you can fire the gun, and it covers your lower plate and your front plate. You just present the side of your tank like this at a very steep angle, and that normally works. This tank is a king of that. And it's also, if you're caught in the open, angling like maybe like this is not a bad idea. They can't hurt you like this. I've had King Tigers catch me in the open on Kursk, and they've just hammered my tank, just blown my tracks off. I'm just sitting here and I'm angled. I think actually in the replay I'm angled like this to him. And he just can't hurt me. Meanwhile, I'm firing back at him whenever my gun's loaded. So this thing is just, I think it's the best armored tank in the game in a practical sense. The Jagdtiger, I don't think you can penetrate its upper glacis or its casement, this bit and this bit, at virtually any range with any gun. but it also has a huge lower plate. It's also slow. It's also unmaneuverable. Has no turret. The side armor is really weak. It's half. It's 80 millimeters versus the 160 on the IS-4. And this tank has a turret, a really good turret, and it's 60-ton machine, but has 750 horsepower, and it can do 40 kilometers an hour. It will do 40 kilometers an hour. You know, it's not the slow hulking beast that I think people would believe it to be. The turret, this big heavy turret right here, this impregnable turret, turns at 10 degrees a second. That's the same traverse as the T-54's turret, just 10 degrees a second. And this tank is only 5 kilometers an hour faster at its top speed than this. So this can keep up with T-54s on the advance. You know, and it's just impregnable. So the armor, I mean, sure, you can shoot it in the ass all you want. You'll probably knock him out right there. But don't shoot the back of the head, because this thing is rounded and it's 200 millimeters thick. You probably won't get through it. But anyway, so the armor is the selling point of this tank. And it's maneuverable. It's fat. It's not, well, I say maneuverable. It's not the most maneuverable, but it's perfectly adequate for the job. It's pretty fast for this tier. Gun guidance, 3 degrees of depression. That's fairly common with Russian tanks in 19 elevation. I mean, that's fairly standard. T-54 has 4 degrees of gun depression, but, you know, it doesn't matter. So, let's move to the gun. This gun is I believe it's the exact same gun. Yes, it is. Same gun you get on all Russian heavy tanks, tier 4 and up. You know, it's just the way they roll. Historically, the reason was because I had a surplus of these guns, and they had this new 100mm gun they wanted to use, but I think it's actually the SV-100's gun, but there were so few of them that they couldn't support mass production, so they just equipped their tanks with 122mm guns that they had a lot of, which makes sense. So the ammunition types, you know, you start with this, not bad ammo. You know, and they're not really that much different. I obviously use the upgraded AP. I've never fired the HE, but I'm tempted because it is a big HE shell. But the reason I stick with the AP is because Jagdtiger lower plates. I feel like HE may not have enough to deal with that, but AP certainly does at all ranges. And the side armor might give the HE problems, whereas this will go clean through and wreck the tank and destroy it. So I'd rather just use this. 800 meters per second muzzle velocity, not bad. 25 kilogram shell. It's pretty big shell. The gun itself isn't that inaccurate. I think if you've played the IS-2, the IS-2 44, IS-3, and now it's on to the IS-4, you'll know what the gun is like. It's not inaccurate, but it's not German, I guess is mainly the thing. The penetration is fine at all ranges. It's not the best, but it's plenty good enough to deal damage. And reload rate, I think it starts at 27 with a like stock crew, but my crew's pretty good, so I have a 25.1 second reload. And you know, and that's not usually a hindrance. This tank has such armor that, you know, it's not a huge deal. So kind of what to take away. The tank is armored to high hell. The lower plate is hard to hit. So if this thing's charging at you, your best idea is to track it, and maybe it'll spin around and he won't have the thought to like angle himself, and you can just plant one into his side. But this tank is extremely well armored. You have to flank this thing. If you don't, you're just going to get wrecked. The gun is the same gun you've dealt with all the way through the Russian heavy line at the last 2 tiers. You know, it's perfectly adequate, and this is a relatively maneuverable tank. You know, 60 tons at 40 kilometers an hour is pretty damn fast for that size. But anyway, that's it for the garage review. Let's move on to some replays. So I thought I'd mix it up on the order of the replays. So we're going to start with the simulator battle. Ooh. So this is the simulator battle on Kursk. Not the most ideal circumstances for the IS-4. Well, in some senses, the armor is fantastic on Kursk because, you know, good luck penetrating from 1,000 million miles away. But the gun kind of, you have your issues with the gun, and I apologize the if this voiceover doesn't, if I get surprised by things happening, because like I said in a previous video, my video feed actually lags with what's happening, so you know, because things, technology, whatever. So, but I'll try and keep you up to date on what's happening while we still can sort of see this tank in action. I actually hadn't really practiced with this gun enough, I think, to realistically be taking these shots. I was trying to get the range, because at this point in the game there's not really many players running around. They're all kind of still coming out of spawn. And sitting here and kind of with this view, I can see that ridge where they always run along. So, felt like a good idea. I'm just missing this guy. I'm just bad. I'm really bad. I'm really bad. It's time to move. Move up. Try and make it an easier shot, maybe. But my goal is kind of to run along this side of the cap, take shots at the flanks of the enemy tanks on the side, and use these little hills and ridges next to me to provide cover. Because as long as I don't get flanked, this tank is perfectly fine. I have this big meaty turret to take hits for me. See if what's out there. Doesn't look like anything. Stupid AI, god damn it. These little AI just are so annoying. You gotta take them out though, because if you don't. I was actually playing a lower tier Curse Simulator battle, and I saw 3 or 4 of our guys. I was on the German team. 3 or 4 of our guys got taken out by the artillery. Just these AI artillery just spamming away. Actually got taken out. I was sad. It was sad. I think they got hit in the side and just blown up. Those things can damage you. What's over there? God, I wish my video feed didn't lag so much. I was kind of ill-advised. But I hit a suspension. Doesn't matter a whole lot, because AI just are juggernauts and they keep going. But I'm kind of just waiting for the battle to develop. I haven't seen people running along the side. I just took a hit. That was a Yag Tiger. That had to have been. That was a big hit. So I decide to kind of back up. God, I wish my video feed wasn't lagging so I could talk about this more efficiently. On target. Did I hit him? What the heck? I just took another big hit from something. It could be an 88 gun. Probably not. What is that out there? I don't even know what I'm shooting at. What's that? I wonder. I know that a heavy tank ends up over there. But, like I said, the video feed lags so much I really can't tell right now. Oh, no, it was a Yag Tiger. There's a Yag Tiger way out there. Yeah, because I saw him on the map and I started looking because I'm like, well, maybe I can snipe his lower plate from this range, but of course not. Are you kidding me? No. Got him. Got him. We killed something. Yes. Fantastic. But, so my left in the tank, my left flank is fairly secure. Right flank is obviously pretty secure. So the rest, everyone else is over there. There's enemy Panther 2s are just cleaning up stuff. So we're going to need to deal with those guys eventually. But in the meantime, I can miss AI. I think the guns are just trolling me, because it's like I'll take a shot, it'll go short. I know there is RNG about the guns, but I'll take a shot, it'll go short, I'll give it a little more, and then it'll go shorter. I'm like, what? So, I don't know. Maybe I need to pay attention to the degree markings more. There's a guy over there. Or else that's the AI. No. Oh, that's that King Tiger. Would have been a nice if I'd hit him there. But it was short. What can you do? Nothing. So we're just gonna. I can't really advance. I don't think he sees me here. I think he's sort of tunnel visioning over there. He's kind of being erratic though, which is annoying. Would have been nice if that had connected. I think it went over. I really wanted that one to connect. So I would have just popped his turret like a cork. The other team does have 3 guys in a platoon. That was worrying me. Because if their 3 guys got together, maybe they could cause some problems. But this is when, in this scenario, this is a scenario you don't want to be in. I'm engaging at long range, or he hasn't fired back, I don't think yet, but I'm engaging at long range with a King Tiger. It's the 105 mil gun. So realistically, he has the advantage at this range. My armor should protect me at this range. Because I really don't think he can get through. That's just a poor shot. He was backing up. Target on damage. It must have hit the top of his turret or bounced off a heavily angled surface. There are 2 mediums up here. There are some mediums. They might be AI, but I don't think they are. So I was kind of taking a poke, seeing what's up. Might as well advance, because actually I think our IS-4 friend advanced. So I need to get up there and support him. God, the video feed is laggy today. Maybe if I just free up hard drive space, I'll do it. But anyway, there's a couple mediums up here. I'm scanning for him. There's one. Is that one? Might be. I don't think so. I know they're over there. The general strategy, it seems, for German mediums is to sit way back there on the back ridge near their spawn. Is this where the duel commences? I'm looking for him. I found him, I think. What's that AI? We're just gonna... Oh, something just took a shot at me. What was that? Oh no, yep, it is the King Tiger. You can see him moving slightly over there. So this engagement completely favors him. I haven't really hit him yet. Okay, I got a hit. Didn't do anything. Boom, he just blew out my track. Okay. If you look, notice a little ragdoll at the bottom left-hand corner. You can see that. See how my tank's angled? He has 0 chance in hell. He literally is... The current state of this engagement is we are both snowballs chilling in hell, trying to fling our little snowball babies at each other, and we just cannot hurt each other because they're just melting before they get there. I think in this case my gun has the advantage. It's a bigger, heavier shell, but even then I have to hit him first, and I gotta hit something flat. If I don't hit something flat, it doesn't matter. But you know, all in all, this game's is pretty boring. I haven't done a hell of a lot, and I think this is where you can kind of learn from my mistakes. In this replay, I'm not using this tank as a sort of high speed, well, not high, relatively high speed attacking force. I'm using it as a long range sniper, and it just isn't. Like, realistically, I should be out where that guy is. I should be securing flank or just pushing and lay the mediums, you know, wolf pack around the flanks. That should be the realistic goal here. I'm hitting this guy. Looks like I nicked his cannon barrel or something. But eventually I kind of just get tired of him. Just like, damn, I don't want to shoot this guy anymore. He can't hurt me, I can't hurt him, really. If I got lucky, I think I could, but, you know, by the same token, if he got lucky, you know, he could end my day. But I don't think he can at that range. I don't know. We'll see. Well, we won't, because he's not going to. But we have an IS-4 pushing, and realistically I need to be there with him. And I think he's asking, I can't remember, at some point he asked for backup, and I said, okay, I'll come with you. Medium spotted. Okay. So realistically I need to be up there with him, so I can at least protect his flank and stop them from circling him and ganging up on him, because if I'm there too, they're not gonna come out at both of us. I'm kind of looking over there to see what the situation is, because he's heading over that way. That must mean there's a guy there, or else it's a good position. I'm concerned at what I see on the map right here. Still, I think is that the Yag Tiger? Or is it the heavy tank? If the video would catch up. Oh no, it's that heavy tank, and his turret is sideways to me. This would have been a beautiful shot if it'd gone into the side of his turret, blown him like a cork. But anyway, this IS-4 kind of needs my help, so I need to get up there and help him. And this tank is quick enough that I can actually do that. I'm moving steadily along. We'll make it there eventually. Just avoid the dreaded trees. I think I can run over all the trees, but I'm scanning while driving to make sure. Okay, now that is the night vision thing on the top of the Panther 2. And there's his friend who just came a little bit too far over the ridge. See you next time, bub. Bang. Bang. Blew his ammo. All day. Okay, so he's dead. It's one less tank to worry about. He does get 2 spawns, so I don't know if he's... I can't remember if he... I remember thinking, was that his only tank? I can't remember. I know he gets 2 spawns, but that was another guy. So I need to get, I think the other IS-4's in a rough spot right here, because his gun's facing the other guy. He's not shooting at me. And honestly, I have no fear of his gun at this range. Okay, I think that was the IS-4 getting blown. So he just took out the IS-4. He's like backing up or whatever he's doing. YOLO. Hit marker, I think. The video's lagging so much I can't really tell. It's like stop, start. It's not the best, but do what you can. So I'm advancing because my armor is much better than his. I want to close the distance and make him come over the ridge to fight me, or at least show more of his turret. Because if he shows me his turret, it's over. I'll just plant one right through it. And, you know, the ball is totally in my court, because we have mediums flanking around. These guys are toast. It's just, how long can they hold out for? But might as well push. The mediums can have their fun. They get 2 spawns. I only get 1. You only live once in the IS-4, man. You gotta go, man. And realistically, even here, I don't think their 88 can do all that much. I think the APCR could get through, but I mean, getting into the tank and doing a lot of damage is 2 different things. The APCR wouldn't do a whole lot, whereas the AP would. And he's actually right over here. I think he tried to flank around me. Just took a shot, or maybe that was one of our guys taking a shot at him. I'm just going to come right up over the hill, say, hello! Let's put him out of his misery. He's done. Done, done, done. He does have a friend, though. There's a friend around here somewhere. I was worried right here about whether he'd respawn or not. But I mean, as you can see with the gun is completely adequate to deal with anything you run into at reasonable combat range for this tank, which is generally close to medium, not long range like I was doing. That heavy tank just finally died. Thank God. he lived a long time. Probably did a lot of damage. And there's a guy on my mini-map. I have no idea what this guy was doing. I think he was trying to guard the flank and just doesn't realize that I'm here. But surprise! No way I can miss that. Just nuked him. At this point, I'm just taking hits from the little artillery and stuff. Not a big deal. This tank can handle it. The game is over. I think they've lost all their vehicles. It's probably going to show up any second now. I'm going to try and feast on some... At this point, I was like, okay, maybe I can get 2 here. Fire on the move. Not the best idea. Try and take out that one. And I thought, what if I can ram that? But no, you can't ram these. You go clean through. Oh no. Oh well. Decent game though. Got some kills. Let's see what the reward was. So finished second on the team. I kind of had a late go at it. Got some kills, which is important. But let's move on to the next replay. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize with this review. Or this, not review. Excuse me. This replay. I actually forgot to hit record at the beginning of this battle. I was chit-chatting with an IS-3 driver on our team. He was asking me what I thought about the IS-4, and I basically told him that the armor's fantastic and the gun is, I have the same gun, so it's a great tank. You should be happy when you get it. But I forgot to hit the record button. So the first few minutes of this replay are from the replay system, which isn't great, but I'm going to do my best to explain what's happening. And then the remainder from a certain point on is all gameplay footage. So, apologize, but I felt like this was a good replay. So I'm getting over here. This is my usual little route. I run up over here, take time to turn the tank, and then push down this side to flank people, trying to push around those corners and stuff and get a good vantage point on them. And right here I'm stopping to type to the guy. Because I notice, because when you play at this rank, with so few people on, you actually play against the same people fairly often. Like I've seen the same 2 guys from the Evil Squadron for the last like 5 days I've played this game. So, and you know, playing against them, you get an idea of what they do. You know, they run out and they're, I mean, it's a perfectly valid strategy. It's what I would do too. They run out in their Jagdtiger. If you kill their Jagdtiger, they jump into some Dorniers and just bomb the shit out of you. So I was telling my team, I'm like, hey, you know, the guys on those guys on the other team have Dorniers and they got a lot of bombs and they're gonna bomb us, blast us. So we need to spread out. You know, keep spread. Size 3, he wanted to sit with me. I think it was good to have him. He was backing me up, which is good. You know, he runs up, takes a shot. He's backing up. I'm gonna move around and try and get a new angle on him. Realistically, I shouldn't have done this, but I did. Stop. Knock out that AI Jagdtiger. Because why not? It's there. I need to kill it anyway. So I'm just sitting reloading. Just reloading, no big deal. Then holy shit, a wild Jagdtiger appears. Takes a shot, hits someone, bounces a return shot. I'm almost loaded. This guy is toast. He's aiming for that lower place, trying to wiggle. He goes back and boink. And I take him out right before the bomb lands. So I got that kill. And I think, and my driver got knocked out by the blast, which is kind of unfortunate because it was an allied bomber. But so we're just gonna chill, get the driver back, and move forward. So it's 1 Jagdtiger killed. And here is the fat side of another. I'll take that. Give me that kill. So 2 Jagdtigers killed. And get ready. Hey, presto. We're back into the actual game. There we go. This is when I remembered to look and I realized I wasn't recording, so I quickly put it on. But now we're going to put the strengths of the Russian tanks to use here. We're going to advance. I think my loader is actually like wounded, so I'm reloading the gun really, really slow here. But this is when you can see that the IS-4 is not slow by any means. And I'm just going to... I know that the Jagdtiger only has 1 spawn. At worst, they could have maybe 2 more tanks, but I feel confident in dealing with them one-on-one. So I'm just running through their spawn. If they're not here, they won't be in the spawn. You know, because why would they still be in the spawn? There's a T-54 here with me. We're just cruising through. Just running on through. There's some AI down here. There's an AI heavy tank. Just going to quickly deal with him. Because why not? I mean, realistically, I probably shouldn't with the reload of my gun at the moment. But we'll see. And now we did just spot. I can't remember if we spotted him or if I thought, no, we should check. No, I think I was going to flank. I was thinking, well, they're probably camping back here, so I need to go around behind them to have a good shot. Oop, hit the tree. Can't run over that tree. So we're doing pretty well. They are in their bombers. So hopefully we don't... Oh, and there's an enemy Yak Tiger. He shot the T-54. I don't know what happened. I think he tracked him. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But I'm thinking, am I going to reload before this guy? I don't know. It was debatable. What I'm doing right now is I'm going past him to try and get him to turn so the T-54 has a shot. But at this point I'm like, okay, I'm going to load. Let's... So I did something. Something happened. I knocked out like his machine gunner or something. Something happened. And he can't move right now. At the time I'm like, can he move? I don't know. I thought he was just lining up a shot, but no, he can't move. So I'm just gonna sit here, and then when my shell's loaded, just sling one right through his crew compartment. But because he's such a nice guy, he obliges me, blows himself up. I don't have to waste the time. And I think I just told everyone to spread because we're gonna get bombed if we try and be in the cap circle. So I'm like running away frantically because I know where I am right now. I'm thinking, okay, well there's guys down here. I'm gonna go clean them up. Just make sure they're all in the air, because if they're all in the air, then I like our chances of winning. They did have a Stug 3A for some reason in this game. That was annoying. I don't know why he was here, but he was. And here is an ally who's just going to feast on some... Oh no, wait. Okay, so I destroyed destroyed an AI. I'm just cruising around down here. He's going to light both these guys on fire, which is a good idea. Kills them quick. Gets you the most points. I thought about waiting, but then I was like, well, these guys are both going to die. They'll both be his kills. My gun's not going to load nearly in time. Just looking at the score, they still have their bombers in the air, so I'm kind of like, I'm thinking about, okay, what's the fastest way I can get out of here? I can't see exactly what I was typing. I think we just said, well, let's just cap. I think their bomber, I think they crashed or they got shot down or whatever, so their bombers are out of action. So we might as well just go farm some cap points. You know, why not? If we cap, we win. And that's basically going to be the combat. My contribution to the effort in this battle. I'm going to ride over here to the cap circle, knock out an AI, and move on with life. Because why not? Very strong, yes. But this tank is just... You'll notice... Now, the next replay, it's not going to be a full replay. And it's going to be an arcade. And you're going to ask, why? Why the hell would you do an arcade? The reason is if you notice between these replays, I didn't take that many worthwhile hits. Like the King Tiger in the Curse battle, I mean, yeah, he shot me, but it was at such long range, there was no chance of him actually hurting me. And in this game, I never actually got shot. So I felt kind of disappointed. I thought that the armor really wasn't tested. So, you know, I figured, well, why not do an arcade battle? Just clean up some AI. Why not do an arcade battle and get this paint messed up? So here's the, I don't want to call it the arcade IS-4. I want to say it's the armor testing portion of this review. We're going to test the armor. We're going to put ourselves in some situations to be shot at and see what happens. And obviously we're going to get some kills because it's arcade and you just kill everyone. Just no one lives. It's a T-54. Hit him. So now I'm going to get into a position that favors my armor because we're going to take a hit. I'm angled. I'm re-angling. Realistically, I should have stayed angled the way I was. But it's okay. Rookie mistake. And this guy is just sitting there. I don't think... did I track him? I don't even know if I tracked him. I don't remember. Knocked him out. No big deal. Now, I didn't see that guy, but here he is. Now, this guy had played some World of Tanks, if I remember right. I was thinking he might try and flank around me. But no, then he's right there. I think he was trying to mind game me and get a free shot in. And he did just that, so more power to him. Watch this. I'm thinking, should I advance? Not really. There he is. He's just going to keep playing this corner, trying to get me to shoot. It's a very World of Tanks move. I was wondering if I should just... No, but see, then this guy shows up, and I'm like, okay, I can't just push the corner. I got to kill that guy first. So I just blew away one of his friends. And I'm just keeping him in front of me. He can't hurt me if he's in front of me. But now I'm getting impatient with this guy. He's just popping around and shooting me. And my reload's so long that I can't do a whole lot about it. So, we're just going to take care of this guy. Boom. I actually skipped off the ground and went into his lower plate. So we took care of him. That's 3 T-54s killed now. Taking multiple hits, obviously. I'm just going to come up here. There's something up there. I don't remember what it is. What is it? Can't read. Another T-54, it looks like. Yep, it's a T-54, alright. This is a tough shot. Got him, though. So there you go. We're just wrecking. This tank is very, very strong. This is arcade, yes, but I've taken a lot of hits. And if I remember right, the hit doesn't... Getting hit by a gun doesn't change in arcade to simulator. I lost a section of my armor. Oh, those bastards. But we're continuing. We're just testing the armor. And here I decided, well, I'm going to go back around this way. I don't particularly fancy driving across the middle of the open field to get wrecked. So we're just going to climb up here. Excuse me. I'm tired. Been a long day. So, just checking all this out. We're going to find some more tanks to shoot. Some more tanks to get shot at by. And just see how it goes. Because it's kind of a slow point. There's another T-54. Seems we missed. We took a hit. Well, we didn't miss on target undamaged. But, oh, I just took a shot in the ass. Another T-54, I do believe. Okay, this guy thinks I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to circle a T-54. Well, that was a horrible shot. You weren't ever going to do anything with that. This is not a bad move by him. He is behind me. However, I could just do this. Now he's looking at my front again. Don't shoot the side of my turret, you dumb bastard. He deserved that. Boom. This tank is not the lumbering beast. This is arcade, but it's also arcade for him. I feel like it's reasonable to say that this tank isn't the big lumbering beast that everyone thinks it is. So that guy's behind me. I want to take a shot at him. We are going to lose this game, but that's not the point. We're looking for how effective is his armor. So far, it's pretty damn effective. I think I pissed someone off because the same guy is going to keep going to the same spot. That's an IS-3. Now, the IS-3 is a fairly tough frontal target, but probably not for the gun I'm using. If I hit his lower plate, he will blow up like just an explosion. He's just done. So I'm just waiting to reload. Just finding his lower plate. So I just got tracked by that guy. That was a risk. That was a bold shot. But it, went into his lower plate. Now, he is not going to be able to hurt me from there. Good luck. There's an IS-4 moving up over there. But this guy, the shoulders are sometimes weak, but I was like, nah. I'd rather take the lower percentage, lower plate shot. It's better. And he's done. So what have we taken so far? We've taken tons of T-54 shots, multiple IS-3 shots. Here's another T-54, I think. Is that an IS-2? That's an IS-2. So we just took an IS-2 shot. I'm looking for that IS-4. I know he's around here somewhere. There he is. I'd love to get a sneaky side shot into him. And he's going to advance obligingly. We're going to hit him. Not blow him away, but, whatever. And there's the IS-2 again. IS-2 got it through. Oh well. It happens. That was an IS-4, rather. Okay, so opinion time. I think the IS-4 is an extremely strong tank. I mean, you can tell. I mean, you watching the replays, this is a really, really good tank. If you get to play this thing at all, you're just going to find it's just a powerhouse. I think at the tier, obviously, I think the T-54 is better. I think the T-54, because of that second spawn, and its equally durable turret, has 200 millimeters at the front, I think T-54 might be a little bit better. But the IS-4 is certainly probably one of my favorite tanks to play, just because of how dominant it is. And, I mean, it comes back to the main issue that Germans have right now is that their 7.7 battle rating tanks just cannot, I don't feel like they can deal with things like the IS-4 or the T-54 reliably. These are just really powerful machines, and the Jagdtiger is a powerful machine, but it's so immobile that it just gets wrecked. The King Tiger is great, but I mean, I haven't played it yet, so I really can't say that. But so far, as far as I've been able to tell, the gun just doesn't. It just there's no fear from that gun like there were on the 88s, where you knew that this gun was going to wreck you. In these tanks, rather. And then the Panther II. I mean, I've seen those in simulator battles, but I don't see enough of them. I know it had gun problems, so I imagine those are fixed now. Or I hope they are. But I don't know. This tank is just a powerhouse. I would strongly recommend doing your grind to get to this tank, because it is a beast. It is phenomenal. It's a lot of fun to drive. But anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, tips, pro tactics, map hacks, well, no map hacks. You get what I mean. Throw it down in the comments. I'd be happy to answer questions. I really like interacting with people in the comments. It's always fun. It's a great part of the day. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.